Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, the Elven Court. In our last episode, we began the second scenario of the campaign, Promised Lands, and of course we're playing as Reskar Scapeshaper, and we've managed to get ourselves established, so let's zoom in and take a look here. So you can see here's our throne city of El Spirinus, and that was rebuilt over the ruins of a former city. And you can see it's doing pretty well. We've got it kind of developing. We've got our two main characters from the first scenario. We've got Reskar and we've got Sundren. And we've also been introduced to another of our potential heroes here. Let me go underground and see if I can find him. Here he is, Nomlik Trismegistus, who is a goblin theocrat that has joined our party as well. And we're doing our best here. We've already met our two potential opponents. We've got Shnaga the Pretty, a goblin rogue, and we've got Urlagh the Unchained, who's an orc warlord. And we haven't met Urlagh yet, but we've seen a few of the cities that belong to Shnaga, or at least some of her territory anyway. Now, we're not at war with them yet, but I suspect that's going to be inevitable. So now, before we jump into this episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Chaos General. Chaos General had an excellent spot, and it's something I completely missed, but there is actually a spawner, and I can just see it. It's a little bit of, right here, a brigand hideout, I think, right near my throne city, and I completely missed it. So I'm going to need to get myself back there with some units to be able to clear it out in order to keep my throne city safe, because otherwise the units that are spawned here are going to be able to take my throne city, which currently is not very well defended. So excellent catch there from Chaos General. Chaos also had another point here, which is that the shaman that I have, which I've kind of neglected to feed experience to, let me just go back underground. This shaman, and I completely forgot this, but as they level up at elite rank, they get access to healing, and so very, very powerful there, and it would be very useful for me to feed more experience to this shaman to try to level it up in order to get access to healing, because obviously that's a great way to maintain a stack. Now, thankfully, with Nomlik leading this group, we will have access to healing, but not right away. We still have to level him up, so just a really good point there and a good reminder. The next comment here is from Roge Tebnolok. Roge pointed out that, and I had kind of forgotten about this, but Reskar's mount should be hatching very soon. We've only got 4 turns left, and then the mount should hatch. So that's going to provide quite a bit of extra mobility for Reskar, which is going to be helpful. Roge also mentioned, there's one other thing I guess I should say before I touch on Roge's next comment. We also have to remember there's a side quest where if Reskar can bring the Wyvern mount to the dragons, I think something happens. I remember something about that in the first scenario, or in the first episode, I should say, of this scenario. So we'll just have to keep that in mind, that we want to try to find where we need to take the dragon to, or the wyvern mount, I should say. Roge also mentioned that the eastern cave that I was wondering about exploring might serve as a way to find a path that bypasses Snaga's domain. And that's something I'll have to see if I can maybe send another unit here to finish exploring. Last time I had sent a scout over here, but unfortunately the scout was killed off. The next comment here is from Insert Username. Insert mentioned that something I should probably consider doing would be to raid these tombs. There's one here and another one over here, and that's going to be a great way to try to get some experience, but also, most importantly, some items to my heroes. And if I can get those items to my heroes before any of my opponents are able to raid these, that would be highly advisable. So I appreciate Insert mentioning that. Insert's also giving me a bit of a heads up that it may be kind of dangerous to proceed to this eastern path over here, so I may or may not end up doing that. We'll have to see, but I appreciate the warning at the very least. Then finally, we have a comment here from Devin Larson. Devin was suggesting, and this is in response to my question about kind of how best to proceed at this point, I was wondering whether it would be worth perhaps, engaging Snagga in a battle here, maybe taking this fort over. We've got an opportunity here to take on one of Snagga's armies and kill off one of her heroes, and then potentially move up and perhaps raid this structure as well. And I wasn't really sure what would be the best approach. What Devin is suggesting is that I could take this fort and then scout out the city just to see how strong it is. And I think that's not a bad idea. So something I may have to do, though, because I'm looking at this again, and I don't want to let this unit run back and get defense in here with other units. I may just have to press the attack, but we'll have to see. In any case, a huge thank you for everybody to everybody for the excellent comments and suggestions. Extremely appreciated. Without any further ado, let's proceed into the episode here. All right, so lots to do still. I think we are going to probably have to figure out how we want to handle this. So, again, I think probably the best move is going to be taking this main stack, heading back up and going after these tombs, and then maybe even going back and clearing out the brigand hideout. So I think that's going to have to be our priority, unfortunately. It kind of sucks because we are going to waste a lot of our movement here, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. So let's head back, and we will try to get up there and grab this tomb. Now, in the meantime here, we've got our little scout over here, our Dusk Adder. I'm probably going to send this Dusk Adder underground here, maybe grab the mana and then head underground. I do want to grab this fort, and I truly can't remember if the fort was guarded or not. But I am going to probably have to go to war with Shnaga, and I think I'm going to engage that right now. Again, maybe this is a terrible decision, but I've got an opportunity here to kill off a stack that has a hero in it, and I think that's going to be worth doing. So let's make it happen here. Again, will I regret this? I don't know, but we're going to do it. All right, we're going to declare war. Ha! We will crush you, Draconian. Just like the human who came to take away our lands, you too will fail. These lands now belong to Shnaga and me. Ancient letters on pieces of paper mean nothing. Only strength matters, and you elves and Draconians have none. Okay, Urlagh has declared war on us. And obviously so has Shnaga. So let's engage this fight here. Again, I'm really hoping that this doesn't turn out to be a horrible decision. Okay, let's see here. So we've just got 2 sets of pikemen and the heroes, so we should be fine. This is a good opportunity to get Nomlik some experience if possible. None of them can get to me in melee, so we might as well just wait a turn and let them come closer. One thing we could do with Nomlik is maybe look at some spell casting. We've got Slayer's Doubt and we've got Divine Protection. This one, Slayer's Doubt, would be a potentially good one to use in certain situations. I think we're going to go with a Divine Protection, and I'm going to do this mostly just to gain some experience with Nomlik, I think. Let me just take a look. Yeah, so we need a little bit more here. So let's do a Divine Protection, and we will use it on, I think, probably our Orc Oppressor. And we're going to let them come to us. Ouch, that kind of hurt. We just have to make sure Nomlik doesn't get killed, of course, because he is a critical unit that we can't lose him. And I think that spell did gain him some experience. Yes, it did a little bit. Not a ton, but... Okay, let's step up. Kill off the skewer here if we can. Wonderful. Now, the Oppressor can do some good work here, and I think that's what we'll do. So let's cruise over. Throw on the War Cry. Get a nice big flanking hit there. That's wonderful. And then Nomlik might be able to just charge in. Oh, it's not going to get the kill, unfortunately. You know what we're going to do is we're going to head up with our Dread Spider baby, maybe, and go for... Ooh, no, here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. And then we are going to grab our Firebolts and blast this skewer for some damage. That's wonderful. Okay, and then we can step up with Nomlik. Ooh, and we might not get the kill here. We can certainly try for it, though. Nice. Okay, that's wonderful. And then you know what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. We're going to charge in with our Raptor. Get the flank shot. And then we're going to get the finish with the Dread Spider baby, which is a great way to gain some experience with it and also just kill off the hero to finish out the battle. Perfect. And Nomlik got to level 2, which is excellent. All right, perfect. There's a good kill. Now, let's see what we get for an item here. Okay, it's just the Nefarious Blowpipe, but that's not so bad. That gives Nomlik some additional options for attacking. We're going to grab Bestow Iron Heart because that gives us the ability to heal our stack and keep it going, so that's wonderful. All right. Now, I think we will just advance here, and let's see. Oh, wonderful. This city is very poorly guarded. So we should be... This means war, silly dragon. I will crush you. My people have told you not to come near. Now you're going to get it. And then, yeah, this is Urlagh saying the same thing again. Right, so... I think what we'll do then is we will just cruise right up here. And we will grab the city. Again, another opportunity here to get some more experience. Okay, and hopefully this isn't a horrible idea that we've declared war at this point, but I think it should be fine. None of our units have taken damage except Nomlik, so we will just do it to himself, which I think still gets him some experience. Yes, it does. That's great. We're going to just let them come to us. Ooh, Dispel. Okay, never mind. You know what? We're going to have to move in then. Now, here's an opportunity. We can buff our Spider with Awakened. This is also a great way to farm experience with the Shaman, try to use as many of the abilities as we can. Everybody else is just going to cruise on up, including Nomlik. Again, because they are pikemen, we don't want to get in there with our mounted units, so we're going to have to try, perhaps entice them into facing us. Yeah, there we go. And we can use our Oppressor to tank the damage, I think. Just kind of soften them up a little bit here. We'll go like this with the Oppressor. Meanwhile, the Hunter can cruise up, do a little bit of damage. Nomlik himself can also move up. Go right here. Let's just see what would do the most damage. To this one for sure. Okay, great. Now, the Raptor can just cruise in behind, and the Spider Baby can wait there. Oh, interesting. Okay, they made the push all the way to attack my Hunter. You can see, though, they took a ton of attacks of opportunity, which is totally fine by me. Let's get a web going if we can. No such luck. Okay, well, we'll also try a Entangling Touch. Excellent. That's just a great way to, again, get more experience there as needed. Nomlik can then get the finish here, just for that extra experience. Perfect. All right, excellent. So it looks like we've captured the city. Let's take a look. So here is the goblin village of Shmerklum. Now, we can absorb it. We could migrate it over to Draconians. We could release it as a vassal. I think we'll absorb it. The only trick here is we're going to have to make sure we defend this adequately, that we don't end up losing the city. Now, we also want to move down and attack this fort, which, again, I probably should have done before. We got our hint about tunneling, telling us that if we make a builder, the builder can dig through the walls. So we've got to find and eliminate the Orcish warlord Urlagh, and then we've got to find and eliminate Shnaga. We already knew all that. Nomlik has leveled up. We already did his level up. That's great. And that's going to about do it for our turn, so I think we will end it here. We might need to start... Oh, and there it... Oh, shoot. Wow, he could have captured my city there if he'd really wanted to. Interesting. Okay. It's kind of odd that he chose not to, but I'm not going to complain about it. We probably need to get some units down there because I'm not sure why he didn't capture my city. That's just showing the importance of needing to guard my cities, though. So, maybe, you know what, maybe what we'll do, let's summon this unit right here. And then the mongrel can go underground. Oh yeah, there it is. And can grab the fort. Perfect. And that's giving us access to now some additional knowledge income as well as some more gold. That's going to help tremendously. And then there is a teleporter down there, it looks like. Now, I am going to, however, move back up to the surface because I do want to guard the city. Meanwhile, with our main army, we are going to go with our original plan, which was to raid this tomb. Okay, this is going to be pretty tough. We've got a Spectre. This is a Tier 3 irregular undead unit here that has Shadow Step, Energy Drain. It's floating. got a lot of physical protection. It's weak to fire and spirits. We got to keep that in mind. We also want to, at some point, give Sundren command of her own stack. We've been giving her some upgrades that would be beneficial in that way. So we want to make sure we actually get full use of them. In retrospect, I probably should have had her go and lead the stack underground rather than Nomlik. I think it was Insert that actually mentioned that in his comment, so good call from Insert on that one. Not my most optimal distribution of units. Reskar does have Nourishing Meal, of course, and Sundren has Charm. Now, unfortunately, I think these are all pretty much undead. Well, the Hyena and the Warg we might be able to charm. We'll have to see. Alright, let's get our Spider Queen up front. And we'll buff the Spider Queen. That's good. And we can... Again, we don't have to play this too aggressively. We can be fairly conservative here. We don't have to take any big risks. Oh, shoot. Again, I forgot about that Shadow Step. I had just looked at it. Now we're in a really bad spot here. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, the good news is we can't web. That's not going to help us. So we can go back here like this and at least turn them around. Okay, that allows Sundren to move off. And do some work here. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, Reskar is in really bad shape, which is not ideal. That's not what we want. The Nomad is probably going to have to move out and deal with some of the junk up here. The Warg, the Hyena. And of course, when they die, they're going to come back as ghouls, because they're living units right now. Shoot, yeah, this is not really where we want to be. Okay, so right now, the Spectre... Trying to think what would be best here. You know what? I think the Foot Lancer is going to have to do some work here. We'll go like this. The problem is if I move Reskar, he's going to take an attack of opportunity. The Spider Queen's probably going to have to get up there and try and web somebody, so let's do that. Nice, there we go. That's one unit dealt with at least. The Frost Spinner, though, you know what? Okay, here we go. Here's the way out of this. The Frost Spinner can cruise over here and get a flank shot, and that gives Reskar a chance to get out of there, which we desperately needed. Okay, now the Foot Lancer is going to deal with the Warg here, so I'm going to just go... I think I'm going to go right here and fit in defense mode. And then Reskar now could do damage, but I think it's probably more important to retreat back and get a self-heal going. Okay, that's going to do it for our turn here. Uh-oh. Oh, man, Sundren's getting beat up. That's not what we want. Okay, our pikemen doing a good job in there. Oh, shoot, I didn't see those mongrels coming around the side. That's not good. Okay, let's get the kill with our Spitting Spider here. Perfect. Okay, that's great. That's one unit dealt with. Alright, now, our Spider Queen did get beat up a little bit, but should be okay. Foot Lancer's in kind of rough shape. Just trying to see what would be best. Sundren is in a really bad spot, so we gotta, I think, use Reskar to kind of help Sundren out a bit. So why don't we charge in, and we could try and freeze the Hyena, but it might be better to just go for the kill. Again, the only problem, of course, they're going to come back as a ghoul, so... Well, at least we got the kill and the level up. That's good. How much damage can we do here? Not enough. Alright, Reskar's going to just charge in. He should be able to tank that damage, I think. The Spider Queen is just going to... Ooh, you know what? How long does this last for? Let me just see. 2 more turns. Okay, so they're fine. We don't even have to think about them. Let's just move down and attack the mongrel. Yeah, there it is. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that Warg coming back. Oh, we're going to lose our Foot Lancer, probably. Yep. Oh, okay, the Foot Lancer is still alive. Thank goodness for that. Let's see, can we get a web, maybe? Nice. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time. Let's see, we definitely want to try and kill off the caster, that's for sure. I also want to kill this warg. Let's see, what would be best here? Reskar can go like this. Do some damage. There it is. And then we can probably step over like this and get the finish. Yes, that's wonderful. Okay, and then... Can we teleport over? Yes, we can. Just in case we need it. And then... Thinking what we do is we have Sundren move over here. We want to do some extra damage with Sundren. You know what? We'll just do the damage with her. Like this. And then we'll get the finish with either the Spider Queen or the Foot Lancer. Foot Lancer is about to level up. Spider Queen is getting closer. We can try for a web again, I guess, just to get the experience that way. Okay, and I think that got us some. Let's just see. Oh, it actually didn't. Okay, that's fine. Well, we got the kill there anyway. You know what? Nice and clean, and we didn't lose anybody, and that's the important part there. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a Fell Horse. Okay, fire protection. That's not bad. Let's grab it. If nothing else, that's going to boost the inherent protection that Reskar already has. Now we're up to... Oh, but you know what? Reskar is about to get another mount. So you know what? We can give this to Sundren, actually. Would be better. There we go. So now she's got some fire protection, at least. And we did get some level ups with our heroes, which is wonderful. We needed that, so let's take a look here. Nothing too exciting for Reskar at the moment. Might as well do natural immunity, though. That's probably the best one. Then for Sundren here, we did get a level up as well. An important note, and I missed this last time, we actually do have access to Quick Dash. And I completely missed that before. And of course, this is a good healing spell we can use in battle to get some healing and also restore some movement points. That being said, Poison Knowledge also very good. But that's only going to come into play when Sundren is leading a stack. So for now, let's grab Quick Dash. That way we can do some healing in battle as needed. So we're going to head up this way because, again, we do need to clear out... Oh, and look at this. There's a army presumably heading for my throne city. So going to have to deal with that. Boy, this is getting out of hand pretty fast here. I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm going to start summoning another wild animal. And for our throne, I think we may as well get maybe a flamer going. We're going to need some units, I think, to help defend the city. So, Nomlik Underground has done his job. So now, I guess the question is, do we maybe come out? What happens if we come out of this one? Where are we? Oh, we're right here. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's do that. Again, we are going to have to garrison this city more effectively at some point, but for now, I think we're probably fine. We could leave a unit behind, I suppose, like maybe we leave the hunter or something just to have somebody to guard it, but you know what? We'll summon some creatures to do that. Okay. That's going to take care of that, and we will end our turn there. Oh boy. Okay, so our city is under attack. And I probably shouldn't be surprised here. Do this one manually. We might have to try and do some spell casting maybe or something like that. Although truthfully, I don't know if we have any spells that would be useful. I guess we have Bless and Holy Cure. Let's just retreat back and see if we can kind of goad them into maybe coming closer here and then doing something about it. We're just going to retreat back. We can take cover even back here in this little pen. Worst case scenario, if they don't get close enough to me, I might be able to drag the battle out long enough that they end up losing just by not getting to actually do any damage to me. The only problem, of course, is there's a ranged unit there which might be able to hit us, so we are going to have to probably fight. Which is not what I want. Okay, we've got... I think they have to do one more turn, and we just have to stay out of their attack range. Which I don't know if that's going to be possible. We're going to try. I think they're going to be able to hit us, though, unfortunately. Oh, they couldn't. Okay, that's great. Yep, there we go. So, they didn't damage us, so we are okay. All right, so we're going to need some backup there at that city, and unfortunately we don't have anybody nearby that can get there to help, which is kind of a problem. And I hate using that strategy over and over again. That's kind of cheap. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. So unfortunately, you can see here, this unit is going to get to our throne city before we can even get there to help, which is a bit of a problem. Let's see how close we can at least get. Oh, and look at this. There's some roaming units to deal with. Okay, well, we'll attack this stack first. All right, let's see here. Okay, just a smattering of different goblin units. We should be able to handle this reasonably well, I would think. Just checking out what we've got. So the Fanatic has mind control immunity, so we're not going to try and charm them. Probably go for either the Swarm Darter or the Skewer, I think. Reskar can maybe blast the Fanatic for a bit of damage. And then I'm thinking we do the same with Sundren here. Maybe even our Spitting Spider gets involved here a little bit. I'm going to keep my Foot Lancer back because obviously the Foot Lancer is in kind of rough shape. Alright, and then they're going to come to us here. And we're going to take some punishment, that's for sure. Yep, there it is. Ain't no problem there, we can tolerate that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop a heal, probably from Reskar, but we'll have to see. Let's get the kill here. Nice. Good job on our Spitting Spider, or excuse me, our Frost Spinner. Okay, now we've got to deal with the Skewer, which is going to be annoying. Here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we can get off a web. That would be very good. Shoot, no such luck there. Okay. Then what we're going to do instead is you're going to just do some good damage in the interim then. So let's just blast here. Nice. And then Sundren can step up. Actually, Sundren can stay back. No real need to get super close here. Although, if we go like this, I suppose we're protecting Reskar a little bit. So, you know what? That's probably better. 6 to 10 versus 5 to 8. So this would be preferred. Very good. And the Foot Lancer's just going to hang back. And then the Spitting Spider, who I completely forgot about, can get the kill on the Skewer. Wonderful. Okay. And they're going to kill themselves on the Spider, and a good level up for our Hunter Spider, which is excellent. Okay, nice work. Now we've got to try and get back there. Now, can anybody... We could send this stack, but then I don't think we can actually engage the battle, which is a pain. You know what we could do? Hang on. If we go like this, what are we up against? 2 Butchers and a Swarm Darter. Ugh. It's not ideal. Okay, we'll go like this, and then we'll go like this as a way to engage the battle, because we can't afford to let our Throne City get attacked. So, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. This is going to be very, very challenging. Okay, they're doing some spell casting on us too, which isn't great. Alright, we're going to desperately need our Hunter Spider to help us out here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to retreat back into this corner. Now, we're still out of their range, which is good. And then we're going to throw on the Nourishing Meal to our Spider Queen. Sundren is going to use probably Rain of Poison Blades here, maybe. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to save our quick dashes, I think. Alternatively, you know what? We could just do a quick dash now for the healing on the Spider Queen, which isn't the worst idea. The only problem is it does kind of waste the movement potential. Because, again, it comes with that extra movement. So, maybe we'll hold off. And the Crusher is just kind of an extra unit, so we'll just have the Crusher follow along. Try to get into the fight as best we can. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, these Butchers are tanky as heck, so that's going to be tough to deal with. I think what we might do is just keep running as best we can. What if we go like this, move on down here. Okay, we're still out of their range, which is good. And then we can awaken Spirit on the Spider Queen, which is going to help a lot. And then Crusher can move over. And here's another opportunity. We could do some damage. But I think it's going to be better to just wait. Like this. Taking a little bit of damage. Thankfully, that was basically nothing. We can move up with our Crusher. And now the trick is going to be... we need to keep our heroes out of range of these butchers, and we can't let our Spider Queen get killed either. So here might be something we need to do. Maybe we go over like this. Oh, here's an idea. Okay, we can attack the Swarm Darter. And then we can retreat back with our heroes like this to make sure we're out of range of the butchers. And then we can throw on a spell from Sundren. Quick dash. That's excellent. And then I think what we'll do is we will hold off maybe in defense mode. And then Reskar... oh, we're just out of range. Shoot. Didn't think that one through all the way. Okay, let's see what happens here. So our Crusher's going to get... oh, never mind. Yeah, okay, they are going after both. That's totally fine. Okay, that went actually super well for us. Now, opportunity for a charm if we really wanted it. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to try and do some damage here. Really mess them up good. Yeah, there we go. And then we should be able to get the kill here. Excellent. Good job from the Crusher. And then, you know what? Let's try for it. We might as well. Nice, and there's a charm. That's excellent. So we got ourselves a Butcher out of the deal, which is pretty good. All right, excellent. So that went about as well as we could have hoped. And then the Crusher's just going to go back and guard the city. Now for Nomlik, we can head through here. And then we're going to head down this way and see how strong this city is. Hopefully it's not too strong. Okay, we're going to end the turn there. Again, the biggest problem is this city down here. We don't have any good way to defend it at the moment. We're going to just have to do the same strategy. I know it's kind of cheesy, but... we can buy, if we can buy one more turn, that should be enough. So all we really have to do is just reinforce the city, and if we can summon another unit, I think we'd be strong enough then with 3 units to be able to withstand the attack. So they're just going to keep walking towards us, but they're not going to be able to get close enough to do anything, which is, again, kind of the idea. What's tricky about this is we don't really know what we're up against. I'm talking more about the general scenario. We don't know what our opponents have kind of in terms of their strength. We don't know where their other cities are. We really don't know a whole lot of what's going on. And that makes this really challenging because obviously we kind of, you know, we're getting ourselves set up. We've got our throne, we've got our other cities, but we don't really have a good foothold yet. And that's also why we need to make sure we hang on to what we have. We can't afford to lose these cities. Okay, so we have another Summon Wild Animal. Let's add that to our group here. We've got another Dusk Adder. That's not ideal, but the best we can manage at the moment. Okay, nice. And we've got a Flamer there to help guard at least, which is great. Now, as for this group, we do now have another unit, so I think maybe what we'll do is we'll break Sundren off. You know what, we could even add one of these units in with Sundren if we really wanted. Maybe we just keep producing units here, actually. That's not the worst idea. I'm trying to think what would be best here. We've got enough gold, but we don't have great gold income, which is a bit of a problem. In any case, though, we need to go up and deal with this spawning structure. That's the big thing. So let's get everybody that's important here up that way. Okay, we'll regroup right here. Go like this. And then, you know what, we might as well send the Foot Lancer up because he's got a little bit more movement than the Butcher does just where he's standing. Alright, so then we will head up here. Oh, and there it is. And again, I completely missed this when I went by it originally, so I'm very, very glad that I'm now going to have the opportunity to clear it out. That was very, very fortuitous timing as well, that there was a stack heading to my throne and I was able to intercept them. Okay, let's see here. So we've got Reskar. We could Nourishing Meal the Footlancer, which would be good, because the Footlancer is in rough shape. Alright, so getting past that wall is going to be a little bit of an annoyance for us. That being said, you know what we can try is we can get up here with Sundren and charm ourselves a Swarm Darter, which makes this a little bit easier. And then let's just cruise in with our Spider Queen and start breaking down an obstacle over there. Excellent. Footlancer can advance. Spitting Spider can move up. And the Frost Spinner is getting very close. If we can get a kill with that Frost Spinner, that would be fantastic. That would get us likely another Spider Queen, which is exactly what we need. Yeah, this unit's expendable. That was just to buy us a little bit of time to get in there. And look at this. We can get in there and kill the Drudge. Not quite enough experience. Okay, well, we'll try to save a little bit more then for the Frost Spinner if we can. Blast the Untouchable for at least a little bit of work. Let's get in there and try for the web. Very good. Okay, and then we'll save the kill for our Frost Spinner here. And Sundren can just... Let me just take a look here. Yeah, Sundren can just stay put. Although, you know what? This is an opportunity we could do a bit of healing, but I think we're fine. I was thinking with Quick Dash maybe, but... Spitting Spider is also getting pretty close to level up, which is great. Yeah, if we can get to gold medal, that would be amazing. We'd get ourselves another Spider Queen. Alright, so let's cruise in there and go for the kill. Wonderful, and there's the gold medal. Like I said, that should be enough. Oh, and look at that. Okay, Winter Weaver. I thought it was a Spider Queen, but... Oh, and look at that. We get a Draconian Charger and some footwear. I will happily take that. And you know what? Sundren can equip the boots. Sure, why not? A little bit of extra defense. That's fine. And you know what? That Charger is great. That's, again, now we really can start building up a second stack. You know what? I'm going to take the Flamer. This is a bit of a gamble because I don't want my Throne City getting attacked, but I'm going to add the Flamer in here. And then with the Charger, I think we've got enough that we could probably have Sundren lead that army. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have two squads ready to go. Now, back in our throne, again, what do we want to do? In terms of unit production, I mean, again, we could do another Flamer just to have some more defense for the city. That's not the worst plan. We could continue developing it. Again, I would like that, I think. Currently, our mana situation is not ideal, so it'd probably be good to try to get more mana income. That would be where a temple would be helpful. Alternatively, growing the city faster so that we can get this mana node in there sooner. I think we'll go for the temple, however. That would also give us access to the Draconian Elder, which isn't the worst idea. Okay, now Nomlik, let's take a look. Ooh, it's reasonably well defended, but there's no gate, there's no wall. So I think we could probably do this. We just have to do it smart. That's the trick here. Let me just see. What's it going to tell us our odds are? Probable victory. And I'm inclined to agree. I mean, it's mostly a lot of just kind of cannon fodder type units. I think we're going to be able to do this. We just have to be very, very careful. Oh, those spells are going to hurt, though. That's not ideal. And now this is where if our Draconian Shaman had healing, that would be very, very helpful and would give us a massive advantage, but we don't have that yet. We'll awaken our Spider Baby. Nomlik has the Bestow Iron Heart, which I think we're going to save for if one of our more important units gets damaged. You know what? I'm looking at this. This is actually going to be a very hard battle to win, and we don't have any spells we can use with Reskar. I think what we're going to want to maybe try and do is rotate around the side a little bit here. So let's get our Raptor moving. Our Oppressor as well can start moving. Spider Baby has already done all its movement to get over there. So let's head over here with Nomlik. Hopefully there aren't a ton of spells that are going to keep coming our way. That would get very annoying very quickly. Okay, I think we're in good shape here. Looking pretty good. Now, here's the tricky part. The Swarm Darter is going to do a ton of damage if we go in there and charge right in. So I would ideally like for them to come out and face me rather than me having to go in there. I just don't know if they're going to be able to... We can kind of entice them to do that or not. So let's see. Maybe we can, again, kind of goad them into coming out to face us in the open. We do have Divine Protection, which for 3 turns gives you a lot of extra resistance, which I think would be very helpful, especially if we were to use that on, say, our Raptor or our Oppressor, who's going to probably have to be our tank. So we'll save that, though. We'll wait another turn. Let's see if they come out to fight us. I don't think they're going to. No. And you know what? There, we just took a pointless attack, wasting our time. So... And we're giving them a chance to rotate around, which is not ideal either. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to charge in there with our Oppressor. It's the dangerous thing to do, and our Raptor, knowing full well that we're probably going to lose one or both of them. And we're going to go like this and kill the Untouchable, or try to. And then the Oppressor's going to stay put. Meanwhile, the Spider Baby is going to rotate around this way. Ooh, we could probably get the kill now with Nomlik if we step up. Let's see, can we just blast him? Yeah, we should be able to. Excellent. Okay, and then the Shaman can step in behind here. Try and do a little bit of work to help. Ooh, and you know what? I didn't think about this, but now my Shaman can get flanked, which is not ideal. So now our Raptor's probably going to get killed, or at least take a lot of extra damage here. Let's see. Yeah, so the Raptor's going to die. We could see that one coming a mile away. Okay, at least we've got a bit of a foothold now. I just don't know if we're going to be able to do this. They've got so many units. We have to be willing to sacrifice some of ours. There's no way we're going to get through this if we don't. So let's heal our Oppressor, who is really going to have to be our melee tank for this fight. We're going to step up like this and sit in defense mode. And then our Shaman... Let's see. Our Spider Baby's going to go after the Swarm Darter back here. Nice. Okay, there's a bit of damage mitigated. And then, you know what? We can go right here, and let's see. Yeah, lots of line of sight penalties, which is not ideal. The Untouchables do have that ranged attack, so it would be good to start getting rid of them if we can. There we go, that's decent. This might get the kill if we get good rolls, and we did not. Shoot. Yeah, and you know what? I should have cast my spell the turn before on the Oppressor so that they have more resistance to these ranged attacks, which are causing us a lot of grief. Oh, our poor Spider. Yep, R.I.P. Yeah, and I think we're going to lose the Oppressor now, which is not good. Okay, the Untouchable is almost dead. I don't know if we can win this one, honestly. There's so many units left that we have to kill. The Oppressor is essentially on death's door now. We don't really have anybody left who can tank, which is the problem. Yeah, I bungled this one. I didn't do it correctly. The Divine Protection, that's not really going to be much use for us here. I mean, the Shaman could probably do a bit of upfront fighting, but only a bit, really. Okay, we'll get that kill there. Move the Shaman up. And we'll go like this, I guess. Blast the Steward for some damage. Nomlik, maybe we hang back like this, and then we throw a Divine Protection onto the Shaman. Just to provide some kind of protection, I don't know. And then we end it there. Oh, that's too bad. We might just have to run with Nomlik, honestly. God, there's just so many units left here. I don't know if we can... Okay, let's kill the skewer. There we go. That's one unit down, at least. The looter does have those stones, which are causing us some grief. So why don't we go like this? Blast the looter for some heavy damage, and then we can cruise up, get the kill this way. It's better than nothing. Oh, those mosquito darts hurt. Okay, now we've got Nomlik and our shaman left. I think we can still win this one. It's not going to be easy, but... Let's see, can we kill the marauder? I think so. Yes, there it is. Okay, that's big. And then Nomlik... If we go... That, you know what? Hang on. Let's see. What does that Slayer's Doubt do? Lower enemy units' movement by 18 and morale by 800 until the end of combat. Alright, let's just do it to the Swarm Darter here. And that way they can't attack as many times, I don't think. Maybe they still can, though. Not 100% sure if that works the way I'm thinking it does. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, no. Okay, it worked the way I thought. That's great. So they can only shoot me one time. Okay, and now we should be able to just let them have it. Excellent. Yeah, and then we're going to head over here. We want to be out of range of that looter so they can't kill Nomlik. Oh, shoot, and I might not get the kill here. Okay, good, I did. Just have to make sure Nomlik doesn't get... Oh, no. Oh, that hurt. Okay. We're going to go in and go for the entangle. Okay, we got it. Thank goodness for that. Nice. Okay, and there's the kill and a level up for Nomlik. Boy, I didn't know if we were going to make it through that one. I mean, we lost a bunch of our units, but we kept our most important unit, which is the Shaman, and obviously Nomlik himself. Now, of course, if the city gets attacked at this point, we can't really defend it. So we're just going to absorb it. We're going to upgrade Nomlik here, so let's see. I think we'll go with Touch of Faith. And then maybe Sacred Arms. Or actually, no, we'll go Aura of Resistance. So that our stack gets extra resistance, which is going to help. And we're just going to keep summoning wild animals. I know we're running low on mana, but we need the extra units. So this stack is going to just stay put for now. We're going to need to reinforce them with... And here we go. We're going to be bringing units over from the Throne City, which is going to help, I think. I mean, this stack, you know what? We could start sending this Butcher over. You know, I don't hate that, because we need backup for Nomlik. So let's get the Butcher over there and see if we can join up. And then this group, we're gonna just have to keep moving along kind of with the main stack here. Okay, that's going to do it for our turn, so we'll end it there. Hopefully we don't come under attack. Okay, thank goodness. Nice, okay, the golden egg has hatched. We now have a gold wyvern mount. You can see this is a mythical level mount. We get fire protection, blight protection, true sight, and flying. That's wonderful. A big upgrade for Reskar. Alright, so, oh, and look at this. We can get down here and grab the haste berries. And then we should be able to get over here and reinforce the position. Let's see, can we get over here? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you know what? We can clear this out too, the Earth Node. And meanwhile, the Butcher can cruise over. As can this little group. We're going to just reform our armies and then figure out where to go from there. It would be nice to clear out this tomb as well and try to get some items out of that. Don't know where these little units went either. Let me check underground. There's also a teleporter down here. It would be good to figure out where that goes. Oh no, and we've left this city unguarded and it's going to get captured. That's too bad. Again, that's the game you play when you don't defend your cities properly. You know, let's head underground. We get there. Oh, we can, but we're not going to be able to actually fight. And even if we did, this unit is strong enough that it could kill us easily. Shoot, yeah. Again, I didn't think that through all the way. The tough thing is I don't have enough units to do everything I need, right? That's the biggest problem right now. Yeah, and we can't get past this guy because he's right there. Shoot. Alright, well, we'll hang out at the fort at least. Okay, we finished Beast Mastery. Thank goodness for that. That's going to give our animal and monster units mind control immunity and +2 resistance, which is nice. That's a big upgrade. In terms of next thing to do, we've got a lot of options here. I think Animistic Knowledge would probably be a good one because that's going to give us additional research or knowledge income from treasure sites, +3 from each one. Basic Seafaring would be good to get as well, just so we can cross the water and clear out the tomb if we want to. So maybe we'll start there, and then we can do Animistic Knowledge after that. So let's grab Basic Seafaring. Alright, so now we got to reorganize our armies here. So I think what we're going to want to do, once we get ourselves kind of all set up here, we're just going to have to figure out who's going to lead what. So I'm thinking we have Sundren lead a stack, especially since she's got a few of the upgrades that would be beneficial. Right now, having Nomlik with his healing is going to help, and Touch of Faith. The Shaman, if we can get him up to level to gold medal, that would be good to have that healing as well, as we've talked about. So I think we've got lots of options. We just got to figure out what would be best. And that's going to do it for the turn, unfortunately, so we're going to lose our city. Yep. Yeah, so we need to get that back. And I don't think we are strong enough with our little monsters here to do that. We can certainly try. Why don't we just go for broke here? Of course, the danger is now our city up top is going to get attacked, but with this stack, we might be able to reclaim the city. And then let's jump back up top here, and we can at least summon a unit here for some defense. Spiderling, for what that's worth. Alright, so then we've got our storehouse finished in our outpost. So now maybe we can make... Let's at least get a hatchling just so we have something to help with the defense. And then this stack, we're going to just head down. You know what? This is going to be perfect. We can go across the river and raid that tomb. So let's figure out, how do we want to do this? So we've got Nomlik here. We need to add in... Well, the Butcher is going to be good. That's a good tank pikeman unit that can do some tanking. We could, I guess, give one of the spiders maybe to Nomlik. Maybe the Spitting Spider or the Winter Weaver. I think I'll give the Winter Weaver over to Nomlik. And again, you know, do we want maybe Sundren to lead that stack? I think for now we'll keep Nomlik because he's got the healing support. And then we'll build up another stack here, like I said, for Sundren. Okay, we'll head down here. Send the Charger over like this, and then the Flamer can move up to join in with Nomlik's group. Alright, so let's engage this fight here. Should be fairly easy. Just some miscellaneous kobold units here we gotta kill. Alright, so we could try for a... You know what? Does the Geomancer have... There's no mind control immunity, so we could try and maybe get a hold of this Geomancer. Either that or the Shooter or the Spearling. I think it's probably better to just try and kill the Spearling if we can. Minimum of 4. Yeah, that's superior, so let's do... Just a second. Because this one is a minimum of 3. So we'll do this. That's fine. And then the Foot Lancer can form our guard up front. Reskar can buff the Spider Queen. This is a good opportunity here. We got to get some experience with our Spitting Spider. So go like that and like this, and we'll awaken Spider Queen, and we'll put our Charger there for some extra defense, and we should be fine. Let's let them get in a little closer. Ooh, that hurt. Fortunately, we can heal most of that damage, so that's good. It would be ideal to get a kill with the Spitting Spider if possible. I am going to try, however, to get a charm on the Geomancer. Nice, and it worked. Okay, that's great. So then what we're going to do is we're going to go for the web over here. Nice. Okay, that buys us a little bit of time, and it lets us kind of take full advantage of what we want to do here. So we will heal up the Foot Lancer, and I think what we'll do then is we will just soften him up a little bit, maybe. Actually, no, you know what? We're just going to end the turn, and then we can go for the kill fully with the Spitting Spider. Because, again, we want to maximize the experience gain, get him closer to that level up. Alright, so let's do that. We will just attack. Nice. Okay, not quite the level up, but very close. That's exactly what we needed. And we got a new unit, which is this Geomancer, which is a Tier 2 support unit. So that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, it would be great. We can head across the water once we're able to embark. So for now, this stack can't really do much more. We'll just wait where we are. Now, Nomlik, we can leave the Flamer here, and we can at least do some scouting ahead. There's an Ancient Ruin here we can probably try to clear out. Yeah, there. Okay, so we've got lots to do. I think clearing the Ancient Ruin would be good. And then we can grab the Haste Berries and see what else we can get up to. The mana situation is becoming a real problem. We definitely need more mana income. We do have some mana crystals laying around. It's a bit of a risk, but we could send a unit over to try to grab them, I guess. You know what? The Spiderling can at least do that. Won't be able to make it back to the city in time, but hey, at least we've got some extra mana. That'll give us a chance to get another wild animal going. Okay, and you know what? I think that's where we're going to leave it for the time being here. That's a pretty solid episode. Again, I made plenty of mistakes, but nothing too catastrophic. If we go back underground, the biggest mistake that I've made so far is letting this city get back into Shnaga's control. However, the good news is, at the very least, I have declared war on her, and so far, I've managed to at least take one of her main cities here. And the other one underground, at least I've kind of, you know, dealt with it, sort of. The Throne City here, we've cleared out the spawning structure, so we should be relatively safe there. So overall, I'm not too upset. I just need to do a better job of guarding my cities as I'm capturing them. But let's zoom out and take a look. So there it is. We're going to save it right here, as I said. Call this one episode 5. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.